ولها كمالا أوليا غير كمال الأخرى. وإن اشتبه الأمر في الظاهر فالأركان إذا تصغرت وامتزجت بأوضاع مختلفة كثرة وقلة حدثت ثنائيات كالبخار والغبار والدخان والثرى والأرض المثارة والجمرة والسعفة والشعلة والثلاثيات كالطين المخمر والطحلب والرباعيات نظائر ما ذكرنا. وتلك الأشياء لها خواص مرتبة من خواص أجزائها ليس فيها شيء غير ذلك، وتسمى بكائنات الجو. فتأتي المعدنية فتقتعد غالب ذلك المزاج وتتخذه مطية وتصير ذات خواص نوعية وتحفظ المزاج. ثم تأتي الناموية فتتخذ الجسم المحفوظ المزاج مطية وتصير قوة محولة لأجزاء الأركان والكائنات الجوية إلى مزاج نفسه لتخرج إلى الكمال المتوقع
لأن أن مقدرة بعد لام كي، أن مقدرة بعد لام كي
لتخرج إلى الكمال المتوقع لها بالفعل. ثم تأتي الحيوانية فتتخذ الروح الهوائية الحاملة لقوى التغذية والتنمية مطية وتنفذ التصرف في أطرافها بالحس والإرادة انبعاثا للمطلوب
وانخناسا. This Hamza is not wasliya, this is qat'iyya. وانخناسا
عن المهروب.
Isn't it from that انفعال؟
انفعال.
So then the Hamza is wasliya, no?
Hamza is qat'iyya.
انفعال.
In انفعال, sometimes that is, but that is such like a wasliya which is just like qat'iyya, does not tasqutu fi darj. It does not tasqutu fi darj. وانخناسا. Say, go ahead.
ثم تأتي الإنسانية فتتخذ النسمة المتصرفة في البدن مطية وتقصد إلى الأخلاق التي هي أمهات الانبعاثات والانخناسات فتقتنيها وتحسن سياستها وتأخذها منصة
وتحسن سياستها مفعول تحسن
وتحسن سياستها
وتحسن سياستها
وتأخذها
منصة صيغة الظرف. This is منصة. Look, this is منصة, the podium. Go ahead.
وتأخذها منصة لما
Podium is where Mawli Yusuf and Mawli Uzair they have appearance. Got it? Go ahead.
لما تتلقاه من فوقها. فالأمر وإن كان مشتبها بادي الرأي لكن النظر الممعن يلحق كل آثار بمنبعها ويفرز كل صورة بمطيتها وكل صورة لا بد لها من مادة تقوم بها.
لكن النظر الممعن يلحق كل آثار بمنبعها.
لكن النظر الممعن يلحق كل آثار بمنبعها ويفرز كل صورة بمطيتها.
كل آثار بمنبعها، آثار بالتنوين، كل آثار بمنبعها ويفرز كل صورة بمطيتها.
ويفرز كل صورة
why you are going for مجهول؟
ويفرز كل صورة بمطيتها وكل صورة لا بد لها من مادة تقوم بها وإنما تكون المادة ما يناسبها وإنما مثل الصورة كمثل خلق كمثل خلقة الإنسان القائمة بالشمعة في التمثال ولا يمكن أن توجد الخلقة إلا بالشمعة. فمن قال بأن النفس النطقية المخصوصة بالإنسان عند الموت ترفض المادة مطلقا فقد خرس.
نعم.
نعم لها مادة بالذات وهي النسمة ومادة بالعرض وهو الجسم الأرضي فإذا مات الإنسان لم يضر نفسه زوال المادة الأرضية وبقيت حالة بمادة النسمة ويكون كالكاتب المجيد المشغوف بكتابته إذا قطعت يداه وملكة الكتابة بحالها والمستهتر بالمشي إذا قطعت رجلاه والسميع والبصير إذا جعل أصم وأعمى.
صدق الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. In the previous chapter, Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he has mentioned, but the chapter before previous chapter, that mujazat bil amal are recompense based on deeds and actions. Sometimes it happen here in this world, and there are different wisdom therein which we have mentioned there. And sometimes they take place in qabr or in barzakh, in Seerat Un Nabi or in Surat Al Ta'zeeb. Yani sometimes somebody in his qabr, he is getting delights and he has a very good time there, and certain others, they are getting punishment there. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he mentioned the hadith there that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said the difficulties for a good Muslims here in this world, that is the recompense of some type of his mistakes or mishappenings which he has committed, because he is human, and human age long age, he is not a messenger, for sure he will be committing some mistakes. Got it?
Yes,
because just have a general rule that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is munazzah. He is pure from any mistake. Allah does mistake?
No.
Say it.
No.
And Anbiya alayhimu salatu wa taslimat, they are ma'asum. They have the talent to do mistake. They have the capacity to commit mistake or to commit sin. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sanctified their nature to such an extent that they do not commit sin. Got it?
Yes, sir.
It does not mean that they do not have the capacity. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So anyhow, don't take me wrong, but only to give you an example. Important, he cannot do zina, can he?
No.
Say? No. But somebody who is potent, he can do zina. Now important, if he is not doing zina, that's not his quality. He cannot do it. But a potent, if he avoid that and he control himself, that's a character. That's a piety.
Yes.
So Anbiya alayhimu salatu wa taslimat, regarding sins, they are not important that they cannot do it. They can do it, but they have controlled themselves. So they are called ma'asum. And Sahaba Rizwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, they are mahfuz. So a few of them, sometimes they did some mistake, but their nature was that good because of the suhbah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that nobody has even concealed his jurum or his violation. Right away, he noticed it. So, إِذَا مَسَّهُمْ طَائِفٌ مِّن رَبِّهِمْ تَذَكَّرُوا فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْصِرُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that wise people are there. They, when Satan mislead them sometime, إِذَا مَسَّهُمْ طَائِفٌ مِّنَ الشَّيْطَانِ تَذَكَّرُوا, they recall their mind. And that is, that they notice it right away. فَإِذَا مُبْصِرُونَ, so they see what is right and what is wrong. And that's why in a hadith you have studied that a few of them, they are few in number, when they did something wrong, so right away they came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Ya Rasulullah, halaktu, I got destroyed, I am perished. Something like that happened. And then with the tongue of wahi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgiven them. Got it?
Yeah.
Now, mentioning their mistakes as mistakes, that is way too much. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's why the fuqaha, the mufassirin and the muhaddiseen and the ulama, they agreed upon that one is the case of dars. In dars you have to study everything. But one is the case of wa'az. So they said that this is makruh to relate the story of ifk of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha on the public stage. What is the need of that? Got it? Yeah. Got it or not? Yeah. Yes, that's against haya. That's against haya. So anyhow, now Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, he has mentioned that sometime recompense is taking place in this worldly life. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, for a good guy, if this type of recompense is taking place, so he is becoming as bright and shining like a pure gold comes out of the furnace of goldsmith. Otherwise, inside the furnace there is fire. Yes, if the gold would have feelings, it would have cried or not? Say, yes. Would have cried. But anyhow, when that gold passed through those difficulties, كما يخرج التبر الأحمر من الكير, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that the pious guy, he comes out of his zunub and sins as bright like the pure gold from the furnace of the goldsmith. Got it? And sometime that takes place there in qabr. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, for a good guy, this is also a blessing of Allah that he got recompensed here or in qabr. So on the day of judgment, he will be okay. Because his record that became clear. Yes? Vacated. What? Yes, in law we call it what? If something is on your record, yes, even the court charge you, but later on, the minor sins or minor violations, then you file an application for what? For vacation. Yes, to clean your record or to clear your record. So then, that is not found on your record. Got it? Traffic violation, but then you go to school or now online, you do that paper. Yes? So your record is vacated. Got it? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that's a type of vacation, either here with difficulties or in grave. But we will ask Allah that, Allah, keep us protected and protect us from punishment here, in qabr, and also on the day of judgment. Because we are too weak. We are what? We are too weak. So then, in the previous chapter, Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, he mentioned the Kayfiyatul Mujazat fid dunya, that how is the recompense in this worldly life. So he said that sometime that happened to a person from inside. As we mentioned there, that anxiety, stress, depression, contraction, and all these types of things, that's a type of punishment for the wrongdoings of the person concerned. He should be happy with that, oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is cleaning me. Allah is cleaning me. And sometimes that is from outside. Sometimes that is from outside. That something is happening in his wealth. Something is happening in his family. Or someone he is attacking from outside. Even a snake or a lion or a dog, he is attacking him. That's a recompense. ما أصاب من مصيبة فبما كسبت أيديكم ويعفو عن كثير. Imam Rahmatullah alayhi mentioned that ayah there or not? You remember?
Yes.
Yes. So anyhow, now this is Mujazat Ba'd al-Maut. That was Mujazat fi dunya. Now this chapter is Mujazat Ba'd al-Maut. Now, the death, it happens. What is that? Chakbast al-Laknavi, he is a Hindu, but he is a religious Hindu. And he is a good poet. He is a philosopher. So he said, कि जिंदगी क्या है? अनासिर में ज़ुहूर तरतीब. जिंदगी क्या है? अनासिर में ज़ुहूर तरतीब. मौत क्या है? इन्हीं अज्जा का परेशान होना. when the anasir arba'a, what? Anasir arba'a, what are they?
Fire, water,
Yeah, say
air,
air,
and earth.
dirt. Got it? So clay. So fire, water, air and dirt. All the nabatat, the plants, and all the haywanat, the living entities, they are made of these four things. These are made of these four things. Things beneath there, they are either made of two or made of three, but not made of four. As Imam is mentioning later on. Imam is. So, do you people want to start philosophy or not?
Sure. Yes.
Say hey.
Yes.
Yes. So, anyhow, so Chakbas Laknavi, he said very good. Okay, what is life? Anasir mein zuhur tartib. That's a discipline and organization in these four anasir. These four anasir got organized in body of a human, in body of an animal, or body of a plant. Yes? So thing appeared. And what is death? So he said, Maut kya hai? Inni ajza ka paresha hona. That these anasir got disturbed. Yeah? Decomposition. What? Yeah. So you can say that what is life? Composition of anasir. And what is death? Decomposition of anasir. And that's what the philosophy says. So anyhow, now anasir, it has nothing to do with your nafs natiqah or even with your nafs haywani. That is related only to surat haywani or to jasad haywani. Yes, the animal body. Yes, what? The animal body. So that happened to the body, not to the ruh. Ruh comes out as is. Ruh comes out as is, but not as is as it was before entering into a body. Because before entering into a body, it was innocent, having nothing. When it entered into a body, so then the body and the ruh both, they were doing actions and deeds or not?
Yes.
Got it? Yes? So the ruh was getting a color of those actions as well, good or bad. Good or bad. If he is not taking a color of that, or he is not getting affected by that, so why you are feeling stress? Why you are feeling sad? Why you are feeling happy? Because it has nothing to do with your body. These are the qualities of ruh or the qualities of body?
Ruh.
Say, qualities of ruh. So, it means that ruh is getting affected by all these things. Otherwise, the actual actions visibly and apparently, that is done by the ruh or by the body? By the body. But still, the ruh got affected. So, as the ruh got affected by the deeds being done and practiced by the organs, same is the case of body. It is getting affected by the ruhiyya of ruh as well. By what? By the ruh. And that's why, if you will see a guy who is 100 pounds, for example, what? 100 pounds, for example, as long as the ruh is therein, if you will carry him, he is not that heavy. But when the ruh will go out, the dead body is heavy. The dead body? Why? Why he was light when he was alive, and why he is not when the ruh came out? Because ruh is a light element, and that light element, it affected even the weight of the body. That's how Imam. Dawjan, what do you think about this Imam?
He is God gifted.
Huh?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
This Imam was a man. Bulldozer, what do you think about your Sheikh?
Genius.
This is not a case of genius. This is called Al-Ilmul Laduni, Al-Ilmul Wahabi, gifted knowledge. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give all of us gifted knowledge. That is the actual knowledge. Because if you have the gifted knowledge, then for sure you will be having the practice. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not put pure knowledge in a dirty pot. So through practice, you have become pure. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is putting for free some good things there. Yes, stimulus check. He is giving you for free, or EDD. You are getting some stimulus check or not? And you? Yes. No, I'm not asking for. I'm not a beggar. The only guy who told lie in this regard, that is Jamil. He said no. I said, why not? Then he admitted that yes. When I told him that I'm not asking for even $1, he said, yes, of course I got it. You are saying something.
Yes. So when you say the ruh becomes colored, this is talking about the nafs-e hayawani that's becoming.
Just wait.
Okay.
Just wait. So here is the thing. Because you are not coming constantly, so that's why you are missing things. وجدت شيئا وغابت عنك أشياء. وجدت شيئا وغابت عنك أشياء. So here is body, and here is nasama, which is ruh-e haywani. And here is nafs-e natiqa, which is called ruh-e rabbani or ruh-e ilahi or ruh-e insani, different names. Got it?
Yes.
Or not it? So now for body, one is body, look, which is material. One is this shape, because materials are mother. Yes, you are giving to mother different shape. So here the mother take this shape, in donkey it took another shape, in cow it took another shape, in lion it took another shape, in elephant it took another shape, and so on. So Surat Haywani, because now in Bab or in chapter these terms will come, so that's what I'm saying. Got it?
Yes.
So now these are three things basically: Surat Haywani, Nasama, and Nafs-e Natiqa. So Surat Haywani, he is making this Nasama his ride, and Nasama is making Nafs-e Natiqa its ride. Or another way, you can say Nafs-e Natiqa is making Nasama his ride, and Nasama is making Surat Haywani his ride. But let's see what Imam says, Rahmatullahi alayhi. So as we mentioned, that death that happened to your body, not to your ruh. Got it?
Yes.
Our Allama says, Allama Iqbal, कि फरिश्ता मौत का चूता है गो बदन तेरा, फरिश्ता मौत का चूता है गो बदन तेरा, तेरे हयात के मरकज से दूर रहता है. He was a philosopher. He was a great philosopher. He has done his PhD in philosophy from Germany. Where from?
Germany.
Yes. After his law from Britain, he did his PhD in philosophy. Where from?
Germany.
From Germany. Yes, and this philosophy has done hulul in him. Got it? Penetrated in his nafs. And that's why in his ash'ar, he was speaking philosophically. So he said, कि फरिश्ता मौत का चूदा है गो बदन तेरा. The angel of death is touching your body at the time of death. He is causing death to your body. तेरे हयात के मरकज से दूर रहता है. But from the central element of your life, it stays far away. It has nothing to do with it cannot cause death to your ruh. Got it?
Yes.
And this is the mazhab of Imam Abul Hasan Ash'ari and Imam Abu Mansur al-Maturidi, rahimahumullah. Both of them, they say that happened to the body, not to the ruh. And that's why in Hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, أرواحهم في حواصل طيور خضر تسرح في الجنة حيث شاءت. Regarding Shaheed, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says their arwah and their souls are there in the hawasil. Hawasil is where they are put in the food bag. What is it? The food bag of birds. Birds have the food bag or not?
Yeah.
Say with tongue.
Yes.
Yes. So في حواصل طيور خضر تسرح في الجنة حيث شاءت. And these arwah in the food bag of the green birds, they are there in Jannah, tasrahu, and they are eating therefrom حيث شاءت, wherever they want. Got it?
Yeah.
Or they are flying there wherever they want. And that's why in Ilmul Kalam this is mentioned. That people are three types, the good people. Number one, the Anbiya and Rasul. Who? The Anbiya and Rasul alayhi salawat wa taslimat. So their food is brought to them to their qubur, in their grave. Imam Tirmidhi narrates a hadith when Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, look at me, that one salla alayya inda qabri sami'tuhu, man salla alayya na'iyan ublightuhu, wa man salla alayya inda qabri, say, sami'tuhu. Whosoever says salat and salam on me here in Los Angeles, the angels of Allah, they bring it to me. Date Rizwan from Los Angeles, he said salat on you, or the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Got it?
Yes.
So, as many times you say sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, yes, the angel is correcting it. Yes? And in another hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, alayya amar ummati yawm al-isnaini wal-khamis. That the amal and the actions, good or bad, they are presented to me by the angels every Monday and every Thursday. Got it?
Yes.
So maybe salat is also, yes, whatever big bunch you have, so they say yes. Mawli Uzair, he said those many times salat on you. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Got it?
Yes.
And he says that whosoever will say salat on me close to my grave, so I hear it. So Sahaba asked sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, أَوَتَصِلُ إِلَيْكَ صَلَاتُنَا وَقَدْ بَلِيتَ? Yes, baliya bla. That our salat is coming to you and your body is rotten, because what happened to body inside the earth? Decomposed.
Yeah.
Got it? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Inna Allah harrama ala al-ardi an ta'kula ajsad al-anbiya." Allah has made forbidden for earth to eat up the body of anbiya. فَنَبِيُّ اللَّهِ حَيٌّ يُرْزَقُ بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يُرْزَقُونَ. So the Prophet of Allah, he is alive with a different life. You don't feel it. And you cannot see it. Even if you open the grave, you cannot see it. That life. فَنَبِيُّ اللَّهِ حَيٌّ يُرْزَقُ. And he has been provided with. So now the ulama said that regarding Nabi, their food, whatever the food of barzakh is, that is brought to them to their grave. You can call it room service. Yes, in hotel we call it what? Room service. In Shuhada, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made it clear, tasrahu fil jannati haythu sha'a. They are eating the food of barzakh, but in the throat or food bag of birds, they have been taken to Jannah. You know what I'm saying? So you have to go to the dining hall. So they are going to dining hall. They are going what? To dining hall. And for pious people, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Iftahu lahu baban ila al-jannah, yatihi min rihiha wa nasimiha." So they are there in their grave. Neither their food is brought to them, nor they have been taken to the dining hall. But what happened? A window is opened to them, to their qabr, so therefrom the delicious food and drinks, fragrance is coming to them, and that is more enough for them to get satisfied with. Got it?
Yeah.
So now at the time of death, nasama. What is nasama? Ruh-i Haywani. So the Ruh-i Haywani or nasama, it disconnects from the body. But it doesn't mean that it does not have any connection with the decomposed body because of that lengthy relation and friendship when they were together. They were or not?
Yeah.
In the womb of mother, they were together. In the worldly life, they were together. So that relation still, it remains, and they are in touch with one another to some extent. Got it? Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he called it التعلق الوهمي أو الخيالي. التعلق الوهمي أو الخيالي. What is التعلق الوهمي أو الخيالي? التعلق, like look. Yes, just imagine what the lime or the lemon. What? The lime or the lemon. That imagination that you have a knife, and there is a lime or lemon in your hand, and you are cutting that. If you taste the lemon, what happened to your mouth? Watery. It becomes watery. When you imagine the same thing happened to you. What is that? You have not touched it, the lemon, but that is called التعلق الوهمي أو الخيالي. Yes. Just pardon and forgive before, but only to make you understand. To make you understand. A young man, a young man, when he is in the bed, so he is thinking of, yes, young practices or youth practices. You know that?
Yes.
So sometimes it happens to him. He has to go to the bathroom then. What is that? He has not touched anything, nor he has done only a ta'alluq al-wahmi. Now you got it or not?
Yeah.
There is no any other good example than this one. Yes. Got it?
Yeah.
But the Ruh Rabbani or the Nafs Natiqa, as we mentioned, that Nasama, that is related to body, and the Nafs Natiqa, that is related to Nasama. Nafs Natiqa is not directly related to body. Yes, it is related to what? Through what?
Nasama.
Through Nasama. Because as you know, the greatness of a person, that is not directly, that is through the subordinates. Yes or not? For example, if our president, Mr. Joe Biden, yes, he wants to contact someone, a common layman, so directly he will call him?
No.
Yes, therefrom he will call the governor. The governor will call the mayor, and the mayor will call the city chief, and the city chief he will call the sheriff, and the sheriff will ask a common constable, just go and tell that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? Because of the status. So nafs natiqa, it has a high status. It is not connected directly to what? To the body, but it is connected to the body through what? Through nasama. So now what is the connection of nafs natiqa with nasama? After death, that is still intact. That is still intact. But even though after disconnection to a great extent from body, the nasama has become more stronger. Because the weight is dropped. When the weight is dropped and you are doing hiking, you are feeling legs or not? So we can ask Daujan in this regard. Yeah. Or we can ask Jamil. When you are hiking, when you have a big backpack, so you are heavy, you are not feeling light. But when you are, Jamil Jan, yes, he ate 2-3 kilograms of food from your food. So for you that is good that you are becoming light. Because you have dropped some weight and put it there inside Jamil Jan. So anyhow, now Nasama, because he dropped the weight of body, so now he became much more strong. Why much more strong? Because the Hadith al Qudsi or the Alam Bala, the upper world, yes, not the underworld, yes, the upper world, yes. So day before yesterday, Ayan was asking me that Khanji, I was thinking that this shaitan, he's a good guy. He said that I was thinking that the shaitan is just like underworld Don. I said no, he is head honcho. So he said, what is that? So then I gave him a lesson we learned from Azur Rahman. So anyhow, I have grandchildren. Every one of them, he has a different thinking. So anyhow, Allahu Akbar. So now, when it gets strong, so now its feeling will be stronger as well. Maybe good feeling or bad feeling. And that is called Ta'zeeb and Tan'eem. That is called what? Ta'zeeb and Tan'eem. Now, directly the Nasama is getting that Ta'zeeb and Tan'eem in Qabr. But as we mentioned, that it has a connection which is Wahmi and Khayali with the body. So the decomposed body is feeling that pain as well. Or it is enjoying these delights as well. Got it? And Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he has mentioned its example like a good writer or inscriber. He is very expert to write. That is his talent. He writes with what? Say, with the hand. He writes with what? May Allah forgive and forbid. If his hands got cut, so bil fail, or practically he cannot write, but has he lost the talent also?
No.
Say,
No.
the talent is still there, but he does not have the tool. The talent is there, but he does not have the tool, and that's why if we will fix him an artificial hand working like a natural hand, so once again he will start. So furthermore, inshallah, wa sallallahu ala khair khalqi. Daujan, this Imam I love.